office hours. Yeah, it's a segment of the show. Sorry,
the funny part is that you do that at home too.
I don't do that at home. We're in the new store. Yeah, that's funny.
You do that all the time.
Yeah, I'll accept it in LA. But yeah, office hours, the segment of the show where we read, kind of get to know y'all a little bit better. You know what I mean? Read y'all comments about what we talked about, different shows, different podcasts. You know what I mean? But yeah, how many office hours did we get?
It's a decent amount. It's a decent amount. Yeah.
How do you get this? You gotta email you or something?
No. So at the end of every show, we tell them do hashtag office hours in the comments.
Oh, okay.
And then anytime you hashtag it automatically puts under the hell for review. So it's easy for me to kind of go through and screenshot them.
And we get to read it. But first on the ladder.
Could you actually put these on the screen if you could? It's all the screenshots in there. It's just like one at a time. I don't know if that's too much of a headache. If it is, that's fine. We could just read them off our phone.
The big old mumbo jumbo of links.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, because I'll do this post editing then. So yeah.
Shout out to Baby Drummers. Yo, can y'all do a segment on the new My Expert Opinion with Trap Lil Ross and Adam22?
I haven't seen it, so once I watch it, we'll do it when we get back home.
Spoiler.
That's crazy.
Basically one topic the entire time, which is like, is it okay that Trap Lil Ross is doing what he's doing with his life?
Oh my God.
Really?
Bro, I'm not watching that shit. I'm gonna be real.
Throughout the 3 hours though, you will reach a moment in which you see Trap Lil Ross like kind of flabbergasted, like kind of running out of an ability to deal with the criticisms that were levied against him. But I personally probably wouldn't invest 3 hours.
Fuck that. I'm not. No disrespect. I just can't do it. I've seen him defend it so many times.
Yeah, it's boring.
It's like fuck this shit, bro.
And it's the same conversation every time.
Yeah, we're good on that.
It's like selling crack. It's like if he's not doing it, somebody else is going to do this. He's just doing the respectable ass job. You're getting some good work from him,
bro. He's doing way more than I would ever do. Like to be good on both sides. Like to have his content just accepted and understood.
Because the people who are calling him out don't watch the low quality Chicago drill documentary.
They damn sure don't.
So they don't know that Trap Lil Ross is doing like the polished version of that.
He's the best one. That's why we're watching it. Yeah.
And that's why he's getting the most criticism. The most notable. But he didn't put hashtag office hours, but I'm going to say it anyway. Hashtag office hours. Review y'all no jumper run over the past couple of days, because I don't want to see y'all over there. I want to see y'all where y'all at. Being outside of it brings a different element and freedom to the criticism. Now y'all intermingling with the people y'all reviewing and now working for no jumper. Don't bank on that shit either. And how are you going to be objective about no jumper, even this split, when now y'all gonna be there? It was a little,
they say
a little all over the place.
So
but,
number one, we have not been employed by No Jumper.
No, are we asking to?
we're on a networking trip right now. We out here meeting people, shaking hands, doing content. Like we just out here floating around. Like Menace Material is still Menace Material.
And I'm not gonna be micromanaging your takes on No Jumper in the future either. So it's like you're not gonna get any like strongly worded text messages like, "How dare you? You don't like Sharp's hair? How dare you?"
I think it's like we were talking about it earlier, bro. It's like the way we've done content. I am still hesitant on intermingling too much with certain people. But I think the first initial contact is respect shit. You know what I'm saying? Like meeting Elliot, even though we've harshly criticized him, it's if you can't shake somebody's hand, tell them like, if you have something to say to me, let's do it now type shit, then you pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody was mad when Kobe dropped 40 on him. It's
that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, bro. It's just what it is. So
at the end of the day, we're still
an independent. We're still an independent organization.
The only thing you should be cautious of is just like dudes who seem like they're befriending you just because they want to like mute future criticism. But I'm gonna be real with you. There's so many people making content about rap at this point that it's like, how worried could I be about your take when if you have a harsh take about me or something I do, odds are there's like 50 other like relatively well-known people that are going to probably be saying something similar. So it's like it feels like an impossible task to be trying to silence people.
But I think that people will either try to befriend us or be on our side. Even though our numbers don't reflect it, it's like we get listened to by a lot of people and a lot of the important people. So I think they're more worried about any narrative or any opinion that we have more than somebody else, which is strange though, because it's like somebody could have a bigger platform than us, but they're in our DM and our text messages asking us like, yo, what was up with that? You know what I mean? They're not doing it to the other people for some reason. So I don't know. It's weird.
Well, a thing happens that people become popular and successful, and then they like basically lose the patience to like really pay attention to other people's podcasts. And so that's why you guys are an exception, is because you like actually are watching the shit and actually having like real opinions about it. Whereas like so many people are getting on podcasts and they just watch the clip on Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
Which is not going to give you the full
True.
context.
And we'll watch the clip, but most of the time we're watching an hour before and after type shit. Like we pretty much ingested most of that podcast in general. So
Coincidentally.
Yeah. You probably want to read this one.
Yeah, hashtag office hours. Question for Jay Nobles. Why didn't you return my message when I tried to pay you to promote my spoken word poem on the podcast? You too good for my money? The poem is named Mac. I need therapy. Spoken word poem lyrics, if you could shout it out. I did check my DM and I did not see it. Nigga, please. You doing the lower thirds, right?
I'm doing the lower thirds.
Please hit my DM. I will follow you. We can talk about some work. Trust me.
That's funny.
What's your rate for poems?
You said what?
I said, what's your rate for poems?
To be discussed
recite
in the email.
Yeah.
That's a good revenue stream right
I was
there.
about to say, yeah, shit, spoken
They're
word.
definitely going to get into that. They got the voices for it. It's too easy.
and-
Like
yeah, I was about to say, for all the new listeners, for those of you who are new, yeah, we do voiceovers with comedians.
Got
Yeah,
it
we do
right,
a couple
yeah.
different things. but
Everything
yeah.
except corn.
You ever go to a poetry meeting or a poetry,
like a slam
poetry reading?
thing?
Yeah,
I have. I
me
knew
too.
somebody who did one. It's very interesting. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it's slam poetry, right?
slam poetry.
It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
The girl, shout out to her because slam poetry really ain't my thing, but she has some of the best house parties in the city.
I had always like, this was probably 2017 when I went, and before that, I had heard the term oppression Olympics. And
Whoa.
I didn't really feel like I understood until I went to the slam poetry reading. Like you have no place in this room unless
No,
you're going to be telling us horrid
That's a
tales
goddamn
about
right.
what you've dealt with in your
Yes.
life.
Yeah.
And like an Asian dude gets up there. And it's like, you could already feel the energy in the room. Like, motherfucker, you ain't black. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I know you've been
You
through
ain't
some
got shit to tell
shit.
me.
People did the squinty eye thing at you in school. I get it. But
Yeah,
like,
right.
listen, the black
You ain't-
dudes are going to win this thing. Sorry, bro.
you ain't really going through no
I'm
struggle
glad
like
you know
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know that. Some might say Mexicans, they starting to get above the shot.
Yeah, they might got a little something going on. But
But